All right, y'all. Welcome to our third session of the Strength and Mobility Challenge. If you are joining, you just need some light weights. If you don't have light weights, grab 2 cans, 2 bottles of water, a mat, or a towel if you don't have it, and yourself. We're going to start off with a little bit of dynamic stretching and then a cardio, and then we're going to jump into our workout. So just grab some space. I want you to go ahead and we're going to squat down, touch. We're going to do this slow so you can really wake up those muscles. Touch down. If you feel comfortable touching the floor, touch the floor. And then reach up and arch that back, stretch, open up the hips. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale down. Exhale up and reach. Good. Last two. Good. And last one. Wonderful. All right, taking your legs in now, front view. We're about shoulder width apart. We're gonna reach back. I want you to really sit that butt back and then reach up. Very similar to our other one, but now our legs are a little more narrow. Reach up. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Reach up. Last one. And reach up. Now we're going to keep those hands up. I want you to give me some nice big shoulder circles. Open it up. Good job. Reach. Open that chest. We're going to do a little chest today. So keeping it nice and wide. Good. 3 and 2 and 1. All righty. So starting off with that cardio, let's go ahead and just start with a step. Good. Good. Walk it out. Pump it out. Building some heat in our body. Now we're going to add some arms in. So you're going to go down, up, down, keeping the legs. A little coordination here. If this is really challenging for you, I would just start with the legs and then add the arms in, or just do the legs. The arms is too much. Good. Last 3, last 2, and 1. We're going to take it wide. I want you to tap the toe. Same thing. We're going to start with the legs and we're going to add in the arms. Good. Now we're going to reach over. Tap, 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 tap. Keep going. Reach it up. Reach, reach. Get a nice stretch at the top. Good. 5, 4, 3, and 2. Last 1. Walk it here. Good. We're going to add a small, well, not a small, a low kick. So you're going to kick. I want you to shift your body back. Low kick, waking up those hamstrings. Kick. Take your hands. Protect your face. If you want, you can do opposite arm, opposite leg. Punch, 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 punch. Little coordination, or just keep the hands where they are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick rest. Now we're going to go to a high kick. High kick. Now that we're warmed up, your core is engaged. Really trying to bring those legs up a little more. Your high kick might not look like my high kick. Be a little lower. That's okay. Good. You want to add those arms back in? Punch, 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 punch. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it out here. You're probably feeling a little burn through those legs. Good. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. We'll get started. Give me two more. Inhale. Bring that heart rate back. Drop back down just a little bit before we go to the floor. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Good. All right. We're going to grab a mat and we're going to grab a lightweight, two lightweights. If you've been working out for a while and you're just joining, or if you want to progress it, you can go a little heavier. We're going to do a glute thrust to a chest press. So a lightweight might be a little too easy for you, so you can go a little heavier. Let me get my timer. Join me on the mat on your back, and we will get started. Get excited. Alrighty. So same thing here. You're going to come down. Your heels close to your butt, so your shoulders just scooching them in a little wider than the shoulder width apart. You're going to bring your weight so your palms are facing in, your elbows are close in by your side. You want to bring your glutes up, so you're pressing up, okay? And then we're just going to tap up, tap down. So we're just going to hold the glutes in the air for a static glute thrust and press up, press down. Good. Keep going. If you want to make it a little more challenging, you can lift your toes off the mat and you'll really be pressing through those glutes. All right, 10 seconds. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop it down. All righty. So you're going to go ahead and come on up. If you have light weights, you can grab both. If you have a heavier weight, you can grab one. We're going to do some twists. So first thing is sitting up nice and tall. All right. I'm going to grab just one weight because I grabbed a little heavier here. And we're going to shift back so you feel the core activate. I want that chest nice and proud. What does that mean? You're going to sit up tall. Those shoulders are going to sort of roll back. And then you're going to shift back, wake up that core. You're going to feel it right there. I feel it right there, about 45 degrees. Now we're going to twist. Okay? Twist. Twist. Tapping that weight. Working our obliques. If you want to make it a little harder, you can always lift a leg. Even straighten that leg. Woo! You have 15 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your weight down. All right, come on back down. We're doing core and arms today for the first block here. You're going to go ahead and take your weight up. So I'm holding it where I'm nice, and be careful though, because if you drop, we don't want to hit our faces. So just be really cautious of that. We're going to take our feet up. As you take your feet up, you're going to make sure you're doing that quick pelvic tilt where you're bracing. And we're just going to, modified version here is heel tap. Okay. We're going to add on with arms. Let me show you the legs first. So heel tap. Okay. As we heel tap, we're going to bring the weight up and down. Okay. So if that's too hard, just keep the weight static. All right. If you want to make it a little more challenging, we can do straight legs. So as you're dropping, I got to coordinate myself, y'all. As you're dropping that heel down, you're going up and down with the arms. Okay. So pick which one you want to do. One is just keeping the arms static, bending the legs, tapping it out. Second is a straight leg. All right, ready? Legs up, bracing your core, making sure that low back is pressing in, and let's go. Just doing 30 seconds of this. If this bothers your low back at all, same thing. I would recommend just doing the bent leg. Gonna take some of the pressure off your low back. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, we're gonna go back up to the top. Today we're doing 3 sets. We're progressing. We've done 2 sets for the last 2 videos. So you're gonna go ahead and bring your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Bring those weights right by your side. Give me that glute thrust. Get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2. Really press up. Try to get those hips off the ground. Squeeze the glutes. Let's go. Tap and down. Tap and down. Tap, down, tap, down. Keep going. Woo. God. All right, 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going back to that one weight, or if you have light weights, you can do 2. One thing about getting up off the floor that I didn't cue for the first one, we should always shift over and press. Sometimes when you lift up like this, that puts a lot of pressure on your core. You can, but if you still have still building the core, it's better to shift over and then press up off the ground. All right, second set. Sorry, I'm gonna move my hair. It keeps getting in the way when I'm laying on it. So shift it to the side.
Are we gonna have music?
Those twists. Hold on, hold on. I hadn't started with it, and then I was like, well, we're just gonna do it without it, but I didn't see your chat. We'll get it. Let's go. Sorry about that. Yay! And I have to do copyright free music so it doesn't get flagged on YouTube. So it's not exciting, but at least it's music. Boop, boop, boop. Just make sure you guys can hear that. Make it a little louder. All right. We got a quick break in there too. Ready? A twist. Nice and tall. Shift those shoulders back. I need a proud chest. And let's twist it. You're gonna shift back so you're really activating the core. Twist. 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 Keep going. Twist. 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 Good. Twist. Twist. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down to the mat. Remember your options here for this exercise. If you have 2 weights, you can grab 2 of them and just hold them up. If you have 1 big weight, you can grab 1 big weight and then bent knees versus straight legs. Go ahead and activate that core by tilting your hips and bracing your core before we get moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. And again, if you want to add in those arms. Or you can do a little, like I'm doing a little bit of a bend here, a little straight. So that's another option. Good options for your fitness level. You got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, good. 2, and 1. All right, one more set. Then we will transition. Come on up, press up. Ooh, grab both weights, and then come on back down. All right, bring those heels in. Press up, really focus on getting the glutes up and activated. You're squeezing right here, pressing those hips. Let's add in that chest press. 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 Good. Press, take your time. Pressing up and down, nice and controlled. Good. 15 seconds, halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it down. And we're going to do our twist. So roll it on up. Good. All right. Sitting up tall, shifting it back. Feeling the core activate. Again, if you want to lift that leg, you can. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Twist. Twist. Lifting leg optional. It's going to get a little harder if you straighten it. And then we add 2 legs as we get a little stronger. I don't think we're there yet, though. This is our 3rd session. If you want to switch to the other leg, you can do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, we're coming down. We've got our last exercise for the set. And go ahead and bring those elbows in close. And just be mindful of those wrists. We want to try to keep them straight. All right, you guys ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Bracing that core. I feel like I've done one of every option each set. All right. Halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Drop your weights. This is your time to grab a drink between sets. It's important for us to hydrate throughout our workouts. Alrighty, mat's coming up. You need your weights. Today is a push workout. So we did lots of pushing. We're gonna do pushing at the top as well. So grab your weights. I'm going a little lighter for this set. All right. One thing about progression is balance. So we're gonna work on our balance today and also pushing up with that weight. That's an option. If you still feel like you want to start with 2 legs, you're gonna do that. So we're gonna do an overhead press. Just moving my timer over here. So option 1 is feet shoulder width apart, up, down, keeping those elbows in close. Option 2 is where you're just balancing on one leg, sorry. You gotta make sure that core is nice and engaged. It's gonna help be your center. Get ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I always stand on my stronger leg. So I'll just switch it up for the next set. Really challenge myself. All right, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, next exercise, we're gonna do a split squat, or you can do a Shiva squat if you wanna do a little balance here. So weights by your side. We're gonna start with our right leg forward, our left leg back. You can shift and press up. Option 2, if you wanna do a little balancing, you can bring the leg up and then just do a smaller squat. So down, up, If you want to try that, but you want to make it a little less challenging, you can grab a wall and just hold one weight. Down, up, down, up. So pick which one really feels good to your body and what your fitness level is. Alrighty, get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll start with that first one this time. This set. Pressing up, squeezing. Stretching back, keeping that chest proud. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and 1. Good, we're gonna do the other side. Set it up. If balance is challenging for you, you might make sure you might want to take your legs out a little wider. It'll help you have a wider stance for balance. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Press. Like I said, this left leg is a little more challenging for me. I feel myself wobbling a little bit. Good. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. If you want to set your weights down for a moment between sets, you can. And we're going to get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember your options here. Let's go. Press. Press. And same thing here. If you did a balance on the first one, maybe you try the more challenging leg. But if that was really hard the first time, then I will just go with the stronger leg. Most of us have a weaker side, so it's very rare that I find a client that is balanced. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, so I'm going to try that second progression for you all this time, which means the wall on one leg. All right, 3, 2, 1. Do what you want to do as far as the one that you choose. If you're doing this one, just making sure you're sitting back, pressing through that heel. Really, any of the versions that's important that I shared. Good. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1, we got the other side. Get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good. Sitting it back, pressing through your heel. Taking your time through it, especially if the balance is challenging. We don't want to fall and hurt ourselves. Safety first. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Alrighty. Last set. We're going to sneak it in here. Get ready. Again, if you want to do that balance. And 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Press it up. Press. Press. Try to keep those wrists nice and straight. Brace your core. Ooh, this is a tough one for this left leg. I feel it wobbling. Good. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, I'll show you that last option. Squats. I should have put my timer right there because it's much easier for me to see it. With this one, with the Shiva squats too, if you're going to try to balance without the wall, and you're trying to progress yourself, you can always do no weight to start. Is that it's just the balance itself. You can still stand by the wall. I would do that for safety if you if this is going to be, if you think it's going to be really challenging for you. So you're going to go up, down. You got to really sit back and press through that heel. And you don't have to go down too far. If you're feeling any knee pain, I would regress back. It's a lot of really pressing through. You got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Other side. All right, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's go. Press. I'm going to take it a little slower on this weaker leg for me. Really trying to focus. Sometimes I say focus on a point. That might help you without, if you're feeling like you're getting wobbly and you're going to fall. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Shake it out. I'm feeling the burn on the side. All right, that was our time. I'm gonna stretch y'all out real quick. And then you are on your way. A little slower. Okay, feet are nice and maybe a little wider than the shoulder width apart. Let's get that low back. Hinge forward. Weight is shifting to the front of your toes. I want you to drop down. If you need to do a soft bend in your knees, if your hamstrings are really tight, you can. And just hang. Rock side to side here. Good. And hold just neutral. See if you can straighten the legs a little bit more as your body sort of gets used to this stretch. Good. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Roll it up nice and slow. Wonderful. All right, we did a lot of chest. So let's go ahead and give me that 90 degrees. I want you to go ahead and step your right foot forward. We're going to do a dual stretch where our hip on our chest. Good, hold it there. I feel good. Squeeze your glutes, shift your hip forward. You'll feel that hip really open right there. Yeah. And switch. Shift sides. Good job. Hold it there. Pressing forward. Squeeze those glutes. Shift forward. Awesome. If you have a chair, grab it. If not, you can stand and hold the wall. So standing, figure 4 stretch, or you can sit in your chair and do this. This is something you can do at your desk. It's a great stretch. If you sit a lot, sit up nice and tall. Hinge forward. Press your chest down towards the floor. And then let's just sort of like let your chest fall. So you can be here, you can bring those arms to the side, you can be a little more passive with it. You should be a little deeper on the outer thigh and the glute. Sit up nice and tall. Other side. And hinge. Good job. Sit up tall. Shift your weight. I dropped my arms right away. Let's stay strong first. And then deepen the stretch by just being a little more passive with it. Let it go. Whoop, that left side, y'all. And come up. Alrighty, stand up for me. We're going to go back to that stretch we did at the beginning, but we're going to hold it. So I'm going to come down. I want you to give me a prayer position. I want you to sit up nice and tall and press those elbows out. Ooh. If you want to make it a little deeper, you can see if you can get a little deeper. You can shift side to side. I like the rocking one. But again, if this is really hard for you, I would come up out of it and just shift forward and open the inner thigh. Okay, options. There's always options. Inhale. Exhale, roll it up nice and slow. Good. Alrighty. Let's do one last stretch. Grab your neck. Grab your head. We're going to get our neck stretch. Hands back behind our head. Shift your chin nice and tall. Chin down. And then just gently pull with your hands. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck right there. This is always point of contention for me. Good. Inhale. Exhale, go a little deeper. And release. One more chest opener. I'm going a little over our 30 minutes. That's okay. I want you to bring your feet straight, shoulder width apart. This one's going to be easy though. Open it up. Look up. Sort of how we did in the beginning, but really trying to open your chest. Stretching your core. A little back bend here. It's too much for the back bend, you can come out of it. And just open and stretch. Too much for the neck bend, come out of that. Open and stretch, open that chest. Yeah. All right, y'all, thank you so much for joining me on our third session of the Strength and Mobility Challenge. I hope you feel like you're getting stronger and more mobile. That was the goal of this challenge. And I know I have people from all fitness levels joining it, so I really try to give options for everyone and progress safely. So if you have any questions, let me know. You can reach me at definitelyfit.com. Same thing for Gmail, definitelyfit@gmail.com. You can also inbox me on social media on same handle on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So my tagline is Definitely Fit. It's more than just a workout. I meet you through fitness, faith, and all things wellness. And I truly mean that. I really think it's important to have balance in everything we do as far as our wellness, not just in the fitness aspect, but my vessel is to reach you in fitness. Also health coaching if you need health coaching. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next